So here we have the first season of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Look at this cover, The Many Moods of Larry David. This is exactly relatable to people, and we've all felt this way. And that's what I love about the title, because it implies don't be too enthusiastic about life, because it's going to kick you in the ass. But life at the same time is still pretty good. And it opens up like a book. This is because it's an HBO DVD. Back in the day, and the Sopranos DVDs had something similar. Like back in the day in the 2000s, if you owned a HBO show on DVD, each DVD set for each show would have a unique display, a unique case, a unique DVD menu. Because they really wanted to make HBO special and stand out amongst all the other television shows. And also, they have this slip here. You pull it out, you got disc 2 and disc 1. Classic. Now, the first 3 seasons, I consider the early years of Curb to not have a main plot. As the series goes on, eventually, I think starting with season 4, they began to give a main plot that runs throughout the season. And then by the end of the season, it concludes. So here we got season 2. I think this is my least favorite cover of all the DVD seasons. We got season 3. Larry's trying to figure out if the glass is half full or half empty. That's what this cover is. So this is a great cover. Amazing season. Actually, season 3 is the first season that has a plot. The first 2 do not. The first 2 seasons of Curb are just like, this is, Larry. Larry is Larry. Season 3 of Curb has the plot of the restaurant that they formed together. Season 4, this is a good cover, has David Schwimmer in it and Mel Brooks, and they're doing a recreation of one of his plays, The Producers. That's the plot of this season. Oh, and Ben Stiller's in it. Hilarious season. The carpool lane is maybe the best episode. Here we got season 5. I kept this. This was the first DVD, was how I got into the show. And I won it in a raffle. So I got this DVD for free at the time. And in the basket I won the raffle in, I also got the first season of Entourage. And I didn't really like Entourage. But then I watched Curb and I was like, wow, this is phenomenal. And even to this day, actually, Curb is still kind of underrated. I always thought the 5th season was the best season of the series. And to me, the 5th season is where it really cements itself as being one of the best of all time as a television show. The end of season 5 ends with Larry dying and coming back to life. So the plot in this season has to do with Richard Lewis needing a kidney. So really, the first 5 seasons I consider the original era of Curb. Then we get into season 6. Season 6 of Curb was when Leon first arrives in the show, and his family moves in with Cheryl and Larry after like the hurricane or whatever. This is a pretty good cover, but it could be better. Season 6 deviates from the first 5 seasons. It feels different. I don't know what it is, but at the time it was the new season and it was really great. There's something about it where it didn't quite feel like the first 5 seasons. But I liked that they introduced new characters with Leon, who at the end of the season, he moves in the house. And this is the end of the series this season, where Cheryl and Larry break up. Then you have season 7. This was the Seinfeld reunion season. I don't know why you would have this as the cover, the front cover, if this is the Seinfeld reunion. So I find that strange. This is probably the least best cover other than the second season cover. So this was the final season of the 2000s, I believe. So really, seasons 1 through 6 are the 2000s kind of golden age of Curb. The 2010s began with season 7, and they tried something different by having this Seinfeld reunion. And I loved the season, and it was hilarious. But you know what I didn't like? I didn't like how at the end of the season, they had the Seinfeld reunion episode in the show. But I didn't like the episode. It was just a regular Seinfeld episode. That's not special. It needs to be more than just a regular episode. If it's a reunion episode, there should be something special going on, and they treat it like a regular Seinfeld episode. It's just fucking stupid and a waste of time. Season 8, this is a hilarious cover, where Larry moves in to New York City. Larry goes to the Big Apple. And they think of a lot of really clever, unique, and interesting humor where Larry interacts with New Yorkers. New York City is just full of assholes, so it's a perfect place for hypocrisy to be pointed out, and for Larry to do that, because Larry being the Statue of Liberty here is like he conducts liberty in New York City. This season is also hilarious. Every season is great of Curb. It really is a phenomenal series. And this was, I think, mid-2010s. So season 8, for the longest time, it was the end of Curb pretty much. But it didn't end with a proper finale. And he kept talking about how Curb was coming back, it was coming back. And it took him like frickin' 7 years or something, or whatever, to finally bring Curb back. But by this time, Larry was even older. The final seasons of Curb were amazing. But it was just like Larry waited way too long, in my opinion. So you got season 9 here. This is actually a good cover. You know, Larry saving the day, like he's Batman or something. I like the cover, but I hate the case. This is lazy as fuck. It's just so generic. Like, what are these boxes with the characters? I mean, come on. And inside, it's atrocious. There's no art. It's just the discs. Lazy. Just abysmal. It's nothing like these sets where, like, even... I didn't like the change they made to the sets in seasons 6 through 8, where it didn't fold out like a book like I showed you in the early seasons. But this was still better than this crap. This is lazy, and the menus are atrocious on this too. If you buy Curb on DVD, the first 8 seasons have amazing DVD menus. They might be my favorite DVD menus of all time because of the way they play the music and play the clips of the show. And it was actually really inspiring to watch that as an entertainer. Season 10, it's a strange cover, and I don't know how I feel about it. And it's, of course, an excellent season, but it's, you know, it's shitty presentation-wise, just like this. It's fucking real shitty. Then you got season 11. It's a good cover. The world has changed. He hasn't. It's awesome. And it was excellent, of course, but again, the case is just atrocious. Maybe they'll release a complete series for Curb Enthusiasm on DVD. Well, anyway, this was my retrospective on one of the greatest TV shows of all time. Let me know what you guys think. Please like and subscribe. My name is SuperPat98. And I just want to say in this video, thank you so much, Larry. Thank you for all the laughs. Thank you for bringing so much tremendous joy to our lives. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for being you, quite honestly. Just being you and pointing out hypocrisy to the world, using humor to really make it relatable to people in not a preachy way. So thank you so much, Larry, one of the greatest comedians of all time, Larry David, who inspired the other greatest comedian of all time, me. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Rest in peace, Richard Lewis. Rest in peace, the actor who played Larry's father. Rest in peace to Marty, the actor who played Marty Funkhauser. Rest in peace to Curb. It will live forever. Long live Larry. Thank you, Larry.